The risk associated to health and safety is a much bigger consideration than actually the security component of it. Why? Because someone can die.
The pretty logical evolution of all the efforts we put into the partnership development the last couple of years.
From your perspective, what, I would say, opportunities and challenges to get into you see today, specifically in Africa, and specifically in industrial security?
I think if you look at South Africa, there's generally at board level, there's a significantly bigger awareness in terms of industrial security. I think what's happened is, in the past, your OT environments and your IT environments used to function very separately.
Right.
Now they're starting to integrate them much more.
It's all connected to the internet.
Exactly.
Which wasn't the case before.
Exactly, which means that those networks are getting much closer than they used to be, because they're communicating on TCP/IP protocols and so on, which they didn't do in the past. And just the segregations to the firewalls and so on is not doing it. And I think what's driving it more is actually more the health and safety aspect of the security aspect almost of it. I mean, in a security aspect, if you think about a industrial or in an electricity facility, if you stop electricity, it has a significant effect on the country, etc.
Right.
With a mine, the risk associated to health and safety is a much bigger consideration than actually the security component of it. Why? Because someone can die if something happens in that environment because something was hacked or something went wrong and so on. And that can cost them R1 million, $10,000, $100,000 per hour.
Because will be closed to fix it,
exactly.
Investigation or response.
Exactly. I mean, the similar situation happened the other day at a diamond mine. There was someone that died on an elevator environment. They had to stop the mine for 2 weeks, and it costed them $100,000 per hour. Right. So now you take that cost. It is small money.
You can make a simple math. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But it's a health and safety discussion. It's actually not just a security discussion. Although we're coming from a security background, we're coming from a security angle, it actually covers much more than just the security component.
It's interesting. So in fact, cybersecurity gives more human and social responsibility than anything else today, especially in the real sector economy, which is outside of intellectual work and mean office space, if you think about the mining industry in specifics.
Yes.
And for me, it's directly correlated to the vision we share everywhere that people and the human factor is still the most vulnerable part of the ecosystem. It means awareness and the trainings and a consistent hygiene of the processes around the physical security and cyber security. That's probably what we need to address at scale there.
Yeah.
Do you see the same feedback from a mining industry?
Yes, I think you touched onto it in terms of process. So you can't just look at the technology in isolation. You need to look at the people and the processes and the technology in a combination in order to find that right fit. So again there, when you look at industrial security, you actually look at the people component as a key focus by using the technology in order to protect the people in that environment.
Right.
And then you start looking at what governance frameworks they have in place. From a process perspective, what kind of KPIs do they have in place in order to measure risk? Because it becomes a risk discussion. It is not a security discussion, it becomes a risk mitigation, a risk management discussion.